What's going on, everybody? It's Refle here, and I just got one of my Refle Plays videos that is not really regular anymore. So yeah, I mean, like, I know for like 2 or 3 weeks, like, this was basically every week, but since I've been busy with school, I haven't been able to really do them regularly. But I'll throw some of these in every so often just to talk about games I'm playing and stuff like that. But right now, we're gonna be playing. Well, I guess today I'm gonna be playing some Persona 3 FES. FES. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. On the PlayStation 3. Actually, yeah. Fuka. Go to Tartarus tonight. So, Persona is a series I've never played, and besides about a month ago, I've never even seen like gameplay of it. I've been aware of how popular it's been for like a year or two now. But I just never looked into it. Leo's accept a reward. Let's see if we can accept some quests. I've already missed the date on that. All right, yeah, I'll do this later. But yeah, I've like like a month ago I checked out like Persona. I think I checked out this game's gameplay and Persona 4's just because I think we're both on sale during a PlayStation. I don't even know what it was called, but some PlayStation sale. And I decided to pick up just Persona 3. Alright, I'll take Yukari. Because I usually tend to like start from the newest game and move backwards, which is not technically the best thing to do, because usually the games get worse. But so I decided to play Persona 3 first. I've been interested in playing these games, but I've just never found a good time, or I guess never really did get into them, or give it a try. But since it was on sale, and I've been meaning to try the series, I picked up, and then
3 dazed enemies. This is our chance.
Hold up. Just adjusting the audio because it seems it's a little too loud apparently. Yeah, so I started playing this, I think it was about a little more than a week and a half ago, and I've totally been digging it. Dang it. Yeah, I mean, if you've ever played this series, it's very good. It's like I could like I didn't know what to expect when I played this, and I think the beginning is a little bit slow, but it's still, once you start getting really into the meat of the game, which I'm technically at like I'm like a little bit, we're just about to start, I'm just started my meal, basically, if we're going like with a dinner. Like, I've already had the appetizer and everything, but I'm just about to start, I'm just starting the meal. I'm just starting, you know, to have those few French fries, and I haven't even touched my burger yet. But I've really been liking it. Like, this is the one game I've been wanting to play for the last week and a half. There hasn't been much to play that's been coming out, but wow, that's pretty lucky. For those wondering, I'm just trying to get to the next place where I can, what's it called? Next checkpoint, basically. Because I've been in this area for a while and I haven't gotten to the next checkpoint. But no, I really like, I think the combat's pretty solid. I always think like I'm a big JRPG fan. But when I think back, I think I've beaten, depending on if you count Pokemon as JRPG, which I don't really consider that a JRPG, even though it kinda is.
They seem rattled.
Yeah, I don't think it is. But if you don't count those, then who's fire? Who's Orpheus? I haven't played this in a few days because I've been busy, but we'll see. No, but what was I saying? Nick, I think I'm a big JRPG fan, but I've only beaten, I think, one JRPG.
Good choice. The enemy
And that was Chrono Trigger, which I think is a fantastic game. It's such a time investment, and I never seem to I'll enjoy a JRPG for like 15 hours, but then I'll just stop playing it because it doesn't feel like I'm making any progress.
The enemy's down. Let's finish this.
But like Chrono Trigger, I got to the last boss, and I didn't play the game for like a year until I beat it. But still, that game's fantastic. It's one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. Well, it's what I wanted, so that was good. Yeah, I mean, like Bravely Default came out last year, and I was really excited for that. And I only played like 9 or 10 hours of that before I quit because I just didn't like it. I don't think it does anything.
This appears to be just the
Yeah, so I usually don't stick with JRPGs for long, even though I do like them. And I may be lying with Chrono Trigger being the only one I've beaten, but as a kid, I did play these games, but I never beat them. Like, I played Final Fantasy VII, but I never beat that. That was mainly due because I didn't have a memory card for my PlayStation, so that's one reason why I didn't beat it. Otherwise, I probably would have. What else? Like PS2 era, all I did was play sports games, which kind of sucks because I was a big JRPG era. I really wanted to play Final Fantasy X when that first came out, but I just didn't have the money because I was a kid. But back to this game. I just think I think the combat's better than your average JRPG. It's just a little bit more entertaining. Oh shit. I don't know. I just like it. It's got some just cool elements. It's not easy, but it's not too difficult. That was lightning, I think.
There are 3 enemies left.
Nope, don't want to do that. No, but what was I saying? I don't know. Like I think the combat's just really solid. It's fun. for what it is.
The enemy is down. Now's your chance.
Right, I don't think I could take out that bird also, so I'll just take out one of those dudes.
The enemy. There's one enemy left. This thing won't give up. Obey my command.
And it's just got a cool style too. But the thing that I really like about this game is the social links. And it's like a really like it's basically like if you want to act like a oh crap, I want to get that. That was pretty easy. Chimera, sweet. Oh no, wait, stop, no. Get rid of Nikomata. Alright, sweet. Level up. No, but the social links, which I'll probably... Wait, what did it say? Damn it! I don't know what it said. Yes. Gosh, I don't know if that was a good thing or not. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'll get to social links later on. I think this game has some solid characters too, but some of them are kind of annoying, but... So, like, I think I'm like 17 hours in at this point, and I'm not even halfway. I know that. Wow. I think I basically just got Fuka. Like 1 hour, like probably like 2 or 3 hours ago. So, yeah, that's how. If you play this game, that's how far in I am. I'm not gonna stay in this dungeon for the whole video. It's just my time of the week where I go to the dungeons.
It's weak against ice. 2 enemies left.
Let's get Drac Frost. Like, if people aren't aware, there's like a basically you go throughout like a daily or like a weekly, just every single day. How am I gonna explain this? You go through each day. There's like a few events you can do, and you move on to the next day. And it's all like real life. It's like June. I think it's June 2nd right now. Yeah, it's like June 2nd right now, and the next day will be June 3rd. Oh, wait. It's July now. July 2nd. Yeah. You just basically go through, like, for me, you basically find like a good schedule for your character or for yourself, depending on social links and stuff like that. I have not been. I should have healed. I'm aware of it now. No, but you basically work your weekly, like a weekly schedule around certain events that can only happen during a certain day. So some social links are only open during a certain day or a certain time, and then you just basically make like a schedule, like, okay, Mondays I gotta meet with this person, and so on and so on. And I usually only do like dungeon crawling. Just double up, would you like to try it? Sure. I don't really want to double up on Persona. Shoot. I don't really want him. But yeah, so once a week I usually head to Tartarus. Sometimes more than that. I don't know, I just really like just social links. I like doing that way more than actually dungeon crawling. So yeah, this place is called Tartarus. It's basically a giant maze. And it's just your dungeon for the game, as far as I know. Yeah, you keep trying to go higher and higher up. It's just got randomly generated levels that aren't really too complicated, and I think the dungeon design's not great, that's for sure. But I'm not too bothered by it, and it can only get better. Because I do plan on playing Persona 4. Shoot, I did get rid of that. Why did I get rid of that? I already had this equipped, right? Why did I lose Agile? What was I gonna say? I don't know, I forgot. Yeah, I do plan on playing Persona 4 at some point. I'm probably during the summer. It seems like a good time. Because what Chimera can do. I haven't seen this one yet. Because okay, he has fire. Because like I said, it's gonna be slow, and I'm pretty excited for Persona 5 after playing this game now. And they had I think this was last week where they had a Persona 5 trailer, and that looked ridiculous. Looks so good. So I'm very excited to see. I'm gonna play that game now. That's for sure. But I want to try to beat this game and 4 before then. Yukari. Don't worry, I will get the social links. No problem, Fuka. This game's got that Mass Effect thing where you can basically romance certain party members, or not really party members, I guess, just people. Dang it. I'm not playing so well right now, I'll admit. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anybody I'm going after at the moment.
Please be careful.
Because it's kind of based on your intelligence and stuff like that, and we're in some trouble right now. I hate those AoE attacks. God dang it. Finally! Don't worry. We'll take them all out.
That's it. The enemy is down.
Man, there's intelligence, you can pump stuff in, there's your charm, and then there's your courage, something like that. And those kind of affect who you can get with. Right now I have really high intelligence and a really high charm, and I'm trying to up my courage.
No shadow
So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see who I choose. I'm probably gonna go with Mitsuro. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably gonna leave this dungeon since Yukari is down. I think there's a portal over there.
There's one enemy.
Should be fine. No! Killer!
This appears to be just the beginning.
Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm really digging this game. Like, usually games, like, I don't want to say this in a bad way, but usually older games, like, I don't really get addicted to. Should probably save. Yeah, I'm really digging this game. This is like the only game I want to play right now, so that says something. Yep. But there's a lot of stuff in this game, since it did come out originally on the PS2, that are kind of archaic at this point in time. Some stuff, like, some of the daily stuff kind of annoys me because time passes by way too quick, in my opinion. People always making rumors, gossiping. Oh gosh. So it was basically like your kind of everyday stuff. Every so often answer questions here. And they affect scores and stuff. Crap. Oh yeah, my character's name is Delson, because I couldn't think of any names. Ah, shoot. A Global Heritage Pavilion. No, or no, I never heard of that. That's definitely wrong. Nobel Prize? Dang it. Classes ended. So this is where you can, like, with people with exclamation point, can kind of, you can hang with them. They're your social links, which affects your getting of cards / personas and upgrading them. It's kind of a long list of stuff, and there's quite a few. I actually haven't even like gotten that. I only have like 4 or 5 that I typically am regularly meeting with. Yeah, you coming, Fuka? Look, but I'm still just experimenting. You might regret it. You're not quite courageous enough to take a risk. You need to be a badass first. Take it. So that's kind of how you get Fuka. So that's why I'm raising my courage, because I don't know. I'm still undecided, but we'll see. So you kind of just explore this world, and you can go to the library to study. You can meet with people, like I said. But once you pick something to do, it fast forwards to night, which then you can only basically go to the mall and do a select few things, or you can go to Tartarus. and that's basically it. So that's overworld. There's not a whole bunch to go through. Like I said, I really am liking the game, but there's not. I don't feel like there's an extreme amount to do at times. Like sometimes I feel like I don't really have any good choices. Like if I don't want to meet with a certain person, then there's nothing to do, and I just kind of feel like I'm wasting time. That's what I usually do. I just usually go to each area, run around, see if I can see anything new, and I just keep doing that until I find something interesting. Yeah, yes, I think I've talked about the game enough. This game I would never let's play because it's so long and sometimes it can be really boring, or not really boring, but not entertaining to watch. But like I said, I'm really liking it. So if you haven't played this game, I'd recommend picking it up. Let's see, some non-Persona topics. Oh yeah, this girl, like, is really depressing what's going on with her, and it makes me kind of sad. So I hang out with her all the time. Her parents are going through like divorce, and she thinks it's all her fault. She tried to run away. So I spend time with her because she has no friends. It's sad. So I just keep hanging out with her. What can you do? I think I maxed out her social link. Maybe I did because I didn't get any upgrades or anything there. Akahiko. I agree. And as far as choices go, you don't really get many choices. As far as dialogue. Yes. And yeah, you don't have a whole bunch of choices, and you just kind of feel forced to say what they want you to say. So I hope they improve that in Persona 5. Maybe 4 does improve upon it. We'll see. Yeah, like for this game too, like whenever I'm like, okay, I think I'm done for tonight or whatever, I think the session's over, I usually be like, okay, I got one more, I'll do one more day, go through that, and I'll go through that day, I'm like, okay, I'll go for one more day, and I'll be like, okay, I'll go through one more, and then I'm done, and then something interesting will happen, I'll be like, okay, I'll go for one more day, then I'm done, I promise, and I go on for like another week or 2 weeks and then I finally end it. So it's hard to put down once you start playing for a while. So if you can play these games and they can upgrade your courage, strength, stuff like that. Determined to tough. Oh, I'm almost at a badass. So yeah, you get 2 things to do each day, which is kind of depressing. And then you can either sleep or study. And if you study, sometimes you can become sick. So I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff does need to improve, but this is like an 10 or 8-year-old game, something like that. So yeah. But yeah, other stuff. What can I talk about? This is the first video I've made in like a week. I'm off tomorrow, and there's been rumors that the Order 1886 has been pre-released at some places. So I'm gonna. Soon to be a full moon. Are you nervous? Nah, I'm good. Yep. So I'm gonna see if I can't. I'm gonna just basically check my local Walmarts, because that's where some people have gotten the game early, and I highly doubt I'll be able to get it early. But if I can, that'd be sweet. Because then I'll just record a whole bunch tomorrow, and I'll probably upload it. I'm trying to think, because I could possibly get in trouble if I upload it early. But people have already uploaded it early, so I'll probably upload it Wednesday, like the first part, see what happens, and if everything's okay, then I'll keep uploading it. So yeah, I'm interested in that game because I've heard it's only like, there's been rumors where it's been like either 5 hours long, or I've read somebody say it's about 9 hours long. But most people are saying 5 hours long, which I kind of, I would say I don't agree with that, even though I haven't played it. I think people are just trying to bash on the game. But I'm very interested to see what happens with the review scores and stuff. Depending on the review scores, it may affect if I even get the game, but I think
How was your day?
it was pretty good, Fuka. Thank you. I'll be ready. No, but yeah, I think I'll probably still get it, because it's an interesting game, and if it's like a story-driven game, I'm perfectly fine with that. Even if it's majority of it is a cutscenes and stuff. It's been a while since I've played that kind of game, because lately I've just been playing games like this and Far Cry and just really cinematic games for the most part. It's all about gameplay. So that'd be a nice change up. And then yeah, so Friday that comes out. And then next week what comes out? A new Dragon Ball game comes out, and I think I'm gonna pick that up. I think I'm gonna actually do a Let's Play of that too. So I'll probably start up the order and do a Let's Play of that game, and hopefully be done with. I'm already done with Crash Bandicoot. Just uploaded that last night, and I probably should record the last part of Assassin's Creed Rogue, because I only have like half an hour of that game left. No. So yeah, those come out, and then March. It's actually not much coming out in March I'm interested in compared to previous years. Just basically Bloodborne is the main game. That doesn't come out until a month, so yeah. Do I not have any plans? Seriously? Usually I have plans for Sunday, but I guess not this week. Bulletproof vest. That's a lot of cash. But I got plenty of yen. I'll buy it. So you can only see that on Sundays, and it usually delivers within like a few days. But yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest also comes out, I think, the second week in March, and I think I'll be doing a Let's Play of that also. I may overdo it with Let's Plays, but I think my channel has been way too dead lately. It's mainly been due because I'm really busy. I don't mind if you go out. Remember, I am sick. Study too much. What is that? What is that saying? Yeah, I've been just busy, and I already don't have too much time. And whenever I do get time to play a game, I usually just do it on my own time. So yeah, but I do want to start up some new Let's Plays because Assassin's Creed Rogue I've just been bored with for the last 5 hours of that game. So I haven't been excited to really record that, and I haven't had anything else to record, so maybe some new games will make me more excited to record. But also, I just picked up Monster Hunter 4, and I don't know, I just not feeling it with that game right now. I think it's mainly due to because it's the stupid 3DS. It's on the 3DS, and I want it to be on the Wii U, and a nice big screen. And I have the old 3DS, so camera controls are really annoying. There's nobody to do anything with. Whatever, let's go dance or sing karaoke. Dun, 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 dun. I really like the soundtrack for this game for some reason. This is really weird. But yeah, I think gotta wrap it up. Thanks, Mitsuru. Hi, Fuka. I don't know. I just kind of like Fuka's aura. You know, I like Yukari too. I like Mitsuru. There's Yuko, who I'm pretty close to maxed out her social link. But I don't. That was because I didn't know how to get any other girl. So I haven't talked to her in like 2 weeks, so she probably hates me. And I know there's a few others you can pick up. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Yeah, so I'll wrap it up there. I feel like I did a terrible job of explaining this game. And I wasn't too interesting. But I hope you guys still enjoyed it. I hope that maybe you're just like me, you've never watched any Persona gameplay. But then you watched this and you became interested in it. Yeah, this game is really good. At this point, if I had to give like a score out of 10, it'd probably be about a 9. So that says quite a bit about it. And like I said, I have another 40, 50 hours left. So like I said, I don't even know if I'll finish this game. I do want to finish it, and because I am enjoying it enough. But once the big games come out, I'll probably change my focus to some of those. So maybe during the summer, if I haven't finished this, I'll finish this and start up Persona 4, probably on my Vita, to be a little bit more comfortable. So we'll see. I'll do punching big, I guess. But like I said, for the 5th time, I'll wrap it up. So I've been Refle. You guys are watching Persona 3 FES, which I don't even know what it stands for. I don't know. There's one of 2 versions you can get. You get this or Persona 3 Portable, which is slightly different as it's the PSP version. I think it's like a point and click kind of stuff with that game. They changed up the core gameplay, sort of. I don't know. I just decided to get this because I wanted to. But like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll probably upload this on Wednesday. This is Monday. Depending on if I get the order, I guess if I get the order, you won't see this until maybe a week after. I don't know, but I do plan on uploading this soon. So yeah, I was going somewhere with that, but then I just forgot. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you later.